Hello, my name is Elizabeth, and this is my product that I've developed called Easy Eats. Easy Eats is a restaurant compiler service aimed at consumers that possess a dietary restriction that inhibits their ability to eat at restaurants comfortably. This service scans menus of local restaurants and tries to find meals that work for the user's dietary preferences, and it also gathers worthy dishes in an easy-to-read format. So your users can have a simple view of what restaurants around them work for the restrictions. And Easy Eats is needed because not a lot of resources are being offered to this customer base. They only have search engines, which aren't always specified to the user needs, and they just kind of give general solutions. And the users also have word of mouth from other people that might have the restriction. And simplification is really needed for these consumers. And what is expected out of this? This project is expected to create an efficient alternative to finding food to eat, and accuracy of recommending these dishes is a must for establishing trust for our user base, and it also has to be as specific as possible to the user. And along with that, our display also has to have a streamlined design. It must be simple and easy for the user to read it. But let's start with our customer journey. This is our user persona, who I based off of my friend Lauren. And Lauren is 23, a college student, has a strict gluten intolerance. And Lauren is usually busy with nursing school and being involved with our school's track program, and she struggles to find adequate food options in her area. And from Lauren, we can create a customer journey map, and we start with the first phase of realization. Lauren is short on time and realizes she wants to order carryout tonight for her meal. She's thinking, I've had a long day and I want to eat something easy tonight to make time for homework. The second phase is searching. Lauren searches local options that cater to her gluten-free needs on a search engine like Google, and she doesn't get the options that she wants. There's a lot of restaurant recommendations, but I don't think I have time to sort through all these menus to see what's actually gluten-free. And the third phase is just forfeiting. Lauren is overwhelmed with the amount of work that she has to do to find a meal that fits her diet, so she gives up and sticks with her normal gluten-free snacks as her meal. She's thinking it's too much work to sort through all these restaurant menus to see what works for me in my diet, and I'll stick whatever food I have laying around. Which isn't fair to Lauren just because she has a gluten intolerance. But let's move on to our development timeline. We first need to start by researching our consumer market. Fully understanding what the user's problems are is key to making the solutions that actually work for this product. And next, we have to train and implement an AI. And this AI is going to be very important for how our app actually works. It has to have the ability to sort through local dishes as efficiently as possible and as accurately as possible. It has to have functions that perfectly align with the user needs. And like I said, the accuracy is most important. We need to have accurate recommendations for our consumers. After that, we have to create a fluid AI. And simplifying this process of finding meals is Easy Eats' main goal. So navigation of the app must be easy for the user, as easy as possible. And not just simplicity is important, but we also have to promote efficiency as well. And then we're going to be creating our user database. And it's important to remember our user preferences since we want to make our service experience as specific as possible. And along with creating a user database, we must also prioritize the security of our users since we are taking in their information. And finally, we want to create a space for user feedback. Getting feedback allows us to see how accurate our service is and what suggestions we can put in place to make it better and increase our user retention. Next, let's look at our prototype. When first opening the Easy Eats app, you will be asked to sign in or make an account, so we'll just assume that we already have an account here. And then you'll be prompted to fill in some of your preferences. So you're asked, what is your dietary restrictions? And you can type in your restrictions here and they'll start popping up. And you can add as many restrictions as you need. And then you're asked, what is your preferred price range? Again, we want to make this as specific as possible. So you can put in your price range here. And then you're asked, what are some of your favorite foods? And this can just help our algorithm recommend more foods that the user will enjoy. And then you'll be brought to this screen with your recommended dishes in your area. And it has the name of the dish, what restaurant it comes from, how far away it is, and what the price is. And clicking on the dish itself, it lets you see a rating, a picture of the dish, a better description of the dish as well, and some ways you are able to order it. And for the testing of this product, we need to focus on the accuracy and effectiveness of the AI. This is the main working element of the service. And we need to do this by testing to ensure that dishes are being accurately recommended, along with gauging what kind of interest the user has in these dishes. We'll be measuring this test quantitatively by asking how many of these dishes fit your dietary restrictions and how many of these dishes would you consider purchasing. And for our experiment, we will have 100 people, varied ages, genders, races, just get a full board of people, and they have to have at least one dietary restriction. It'll be a 15-minute session. Each participant will look through 20 dishes in our app that recommends to them, and these participants will then be asked to identify which dishes align with the restrictions and which ones they would be likely to purchase. And the participant will be made an account that has been aligned with their preferences, and they will scroll on this screen of our app of Easy Eats and thoroughly look through their options. And from this, we will gather percentages of accurately recommended dishes, along with percentages of dishes that pique the interest of the user. And for success here in our individual test, we are really hoping for 100% accuracy of dish recommendation. Accuracy needs to be one of our main priorities in the service, since it is dealing with these restrictions or allergies. And for we're looking for 70 to 100% of dishes gaining interest of the user. We know some dishes are not going to be or sound as good to the user, but we're hoping for a larger range in that. And overall, we hope that our downloads of the app increase, along with the frequency of the user being able to eat out increase, because everybody deserves to have the opportunity to eat at restaurants they enjoy.